This Thursday, the Cape Fear River Watch is presenting a free film, and joining me this morning is Cape Fear River Keeper Kemp-Burdette, who can tell us more about it. Kemp, so good to have you here on this holiday morning.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thanks for waking up early.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about this film. What's it about?
This film, which is called The Devil We Know, is about one of the biggest environmental scandals of our time. It's the story of a huge cover-up in West Virginia, Parkersburg, West Virginia, by the DuPont company, which covered up the discharge of a toxic chemical into a drinking water supply for decades.
And where will it be shown?
It will be shown at thalian-hall this Thursday at 6 p.m.
Is it free?
It's free, open to everybody. We do have a link on our website. We're trying to get people to sign up if they want to come, but there's no charge, there's no restrictions on coming. We're just trying to get an idea of how many people are going to be there.
And Kemp, I understand there will be some type of discussion afterwards, right?
Right. We are actually bringing in Rob Ballott, who was the attorney that represented many of the people of this town in West Virginia, Parkersburg, West Virginia, and sued DuPont, and it took almost 20 years, but he eventually won, and he's kind of been labeled DuPont's worst nightmare.
Do you see similarities between the film and what we're currently experiencing in the Cape Fear with Chemours and GenX?
Absolutely. In fact, this film kind of ends, the story of C8, the contaminant in Parkersburg, West Virginia, kind of ends as GenX comes onto the scene to replace C8. And Wilmington is actually mentioned in the film, and we kind of pick up here with the same situation. It's almost like history repeating itself. We see contaminants released into a drinking water supply for decades without communities knowing about it, and now a community starting to come together and really push back and say, hey, clean water is something we all need every single day, and we think that we can do better.
I was looking at your website a little earlier, and I actually learned a couple of things that I didn't even know. The Cape Fear is the largest river basin, North Carolina's largest river basin, and nearly 1/3 of the state's population lives within its watershed. That's a lot of people.
Absolutely. Just the Cape Fear watershed is just a little bit bigger than the entire state of New Jersey. 1 in 5 North Carolinians gets their drinking water out of the Cape Fear River. It's incredibly diverse and a very beautiful, amazing river from an estuary down at the mouth all the way up to rapids up near the headwaters.
And with all the press recently with Chemours and GenX, are you seeing a lot of people get engaged and want to become members of your organization?
Absolutely. People are, this has been a wake-up call for the community, this idea that our drinking water can actually be threatened in this day and age, and so people have certainly showed a real interest in this issue, but an interest just in environmental issues and river issues in general.
And in addition to the film, there's also an upcoming cleanup day and so many other things that are also featured on your website. And we'll make sure we link your website to the story on our website as well.
Great.
Kemp-Burdette, the Cape Fear River Keeper, thank you so much for coming in, and we're grateful for what you're doing to try to keep our environment clean.